Hello everyone, what is up? Welcome back to another Pokemon Cards Mail Day, episode 18 in May of 2026. I'm finally back on getting some more 4 trainers, as you will see today and probably next week as well. And I promised that we will take a look at the binder, so if you want to see that, stick around. So today will be a little bit of a shorter one. We have a little bit of a bigger stack of personal collection pickups. That is really cool to show you today, guys. So approximately 80% of cards that you see on the screen right here came in through the mail over the last week. It has been exactly a week since last Sunday's last episode. I'm excited for it, let's dive straight into it. So let's go over this pile a little bit faster. This is a pile of cards that I've listed online the last week. So let me see if I can fix the light for you so that we can see a beautiful Cosmos Foil Seadra over here and a Cosmos Foil Pokemon Day stamped Prismatic Evolutions Eevee. Then we get into a little bit more vintage cards here, not really vintage, but just a little bit older. Then we have a vintage Misty Goldeen. I'm very hyped about the newly revealed art rare of Goldeen. It was just shown like a couple of days ago in Pitch Black, I believe. Or, oh yeah, Abyss Eye was the Japanese name. And then we get some cards that I have been listing for quite a while already. I actually had to relist them. They're from Power Keepers and Dragon Frontiers, the stamped reverse hollows. So this one is quite scratched up. I purchased it near mint. I had someone interested in the Sharpedo, but it was a lowball offer, and then after that there was no reply anymore. So we get the Japanese Incandescent Arcana or Paradigm Trigger Alolan Vulpix V-Star. As you will see in this video, I'm still a heavy buyer of the regular V-Stars. I am a firm believer that the same as what happened to the regular tag teams will happen eventually to the regular V-Stars. They have such a unique card design and there are some really popular Pokemon made as a V-Star. So I'm buying them here and there, and then I'm selling some again, and I'm setting some aside for my personal collection. Specifically the English ones though, although I must say the foil and the texture pattern on the Japanese ones look great too. So then we get to the Mega Starter Deck 100 Pikachu. This is a non-foil ultra rare, or I believe it is called a promo even. So the price of this card is steadily rising. I was able to purchase them for $3 and sell them for $5, and now I have to purchase them for $4, and I'm still selling them occasionally for $5. Percentage wise, it is kinda nice increase, but it just means a little bit less profit for me, because I'm selling it for the same price still. And then we get to the Infinity Zone, Japanese Houndoom Full Art. I think this one is in English in Darkness Ablaze, or it is Battle Styles. I think Darkness Ablaze. Beautiful card. A few years ago I attempted to buy this one out on Card Market. I purchased like 20 copies and there were not a lot available, but as soon as I purchased them they all came back available. Luckily for me, I still have some left because the price did went up. And there we have a message from a potential buyer. So I'm going to reply to that right now. Hang on a second. So the person was replying to an advertisement that actually already sold, but there's more to the story. Hang on a second. So lost my train of thought, but still bottom line, we have some really cool cards here. The sales are going crazy. I didn't expect that so right before the summer. I thought it would slow down after the January, February times. Those were good times as every year, and there we have Zero Aura. So it was just the rumors were confirmed. We get a new Mega Zero Aura. I think Zero Aura is a really cool Pokemon. I picked up one of the V-Stars, obviously. And there we can see some more V-Star cards here. Like another Vulpix, Unknown. I have purchased like 8 or 10 more Unknown V-Stars. I think that's a really cool card. I'm just having it up for sale. If it doesn't sell, I don't really mind. The Giratina, I sold one yesterday, put one new one up for sale. So a lot of stacks of Pokemon cards to go over. We have some more Celebrations Pikachu cards. So those are doing really well again. They started to slow down in sales, but I dared to pick up some for a relatively high price and they're selling occasionally. And then we have the Charizard GX. So I have a couple of returning customers. And I put this card up now for 12 or 13 bucks, I can't really remember. And then a returning customer, repeat customer came back to me and they sent me a message and they said, oh, unbelievable. I remember buying it 1 or 2 years ago from you for $7. I said, well, sir, there you had a great purchase. Congratulations on the nice price rise. But I just paid 11 bucks for this one, so I have to put it up for 13 bucks. In that case, if I give 10% discount, I at least get $1 for covering the costs, covering all the expenses actually. So yeah, From their perspective, it doubled in price, congratulations, but it's still a really cool card. It might have been a little bit underrated. It's Hidden Fates Tints and then the Sun and Moon promo, so really cool card. I've purchased some more. Okay, let's move into the art rare and illustration rares that I have put up for sale over the last week. So we have another Groudon. Those are still selling for about 22 bucks over here. We have some really cool character rares, so if you look on Card Market for illustration rares, the regular trainer galleries from the English Sword and Shield sets are findable in there, in the illustration rare category, but if you go to art rares, you can't find the character rares from the Sword and Shield Japanese sets. There is a special section for character rares, so if you are looking for these type of cards, and the Parasect, for example, Banette, the Snore, Roserade, Gardenia's Roserade, and the Pikachu, the Sleepy Pikachu with Dawn as well, or with, what was her name, Akari, those are all findable under the character rare CHR section. Pretty cool cards. I decided to list them now as illustration rares because not a lot of people are searching for the term trainer gallery anymore, or character rare for that matter. So I saw the Sacrum in Japanese, exactly what I expected and predicted as well. People want this artwork very badly, but the English version is becoming very expensive now, so it was a wise decision to purchase some of the Sacrums in Japanese. This Bulbasaur is going up crazy in price. I purchased some for 8-9 bucks. I sold some for 10-11. I have now this one listed, actually the same as with the Charizard, for about 13 to 14 bucks. I was shocked by the price increase over a couple of weeks only. So there we have the Gumshoos in English, the Gumshoos in Japanese, and I told before I really like this background scene with the Rattata. He's looking at his own wanted pictures. Must be some kind of restaurant or warehouse, and they don't want the rats in there. So then we get some trainer galleries, all yellow and green and blue stickers, all not near mint. I purchased them all near mint, they all arrived not near mint, except for the Cleaver though. Really awesome cards. These cards are now starting to disappear finally from the market. I believe there is a little bit less Sword and Shield being opened currently over the last few weeks, months. It is slowly coming to an end, the opening period of Sword and Shield. Maybe the booster packs get scarce or too expensive for people to just open up a random pack. They might want to spend the same amount of money for 3 packs of a newer generation, so these cards, the supply dries up. The price is starting to rise a little bit and the quality starts to decrease. All the leftovers on the market, that is what's actually happening here, and that you can see very well in my stories if you follow my videos every week. And then we have the Sandaconda. I purchased like 5 or 6 of these for 6 bucks a piece. I'm sitting on them for 2 to 3 years already. It was one of the cheapest alternate arts already on the start, and now it finally got up to 10 bucks, and I'm putting this one up for sale for 9 bucks due to it being off center. But I purchased it for 6 bucks, but that is already sitting here, this card, for 2 years probably, maybe 3 years even. Small stack of duplicate cards over here, folks. We have some Tangela, some Mr. Mimes. I was able to purchase this Jirachi for 10 bucks. I think it is completely underrated. There are not too many cool full art Jirachi cards currently. It doesn't even have an illustration rare yet, so of course we have more of those, and the prices, they keep going up, and I keep buying them, and I am able to sell them every time with a small bit of profit. These cards came from 3 bucks a piece, and I'm now selling them for 8 bucks a piece, but I purchased them in the meantime for 6 to 7 bucks a piece. The Charizard variant, however, the last time I purchased a bunch of them was about 7 to 8 bucks a piece. I'm now able to sell them for 10 bucks a piece, and 2 years ago I told everybody I purchased 300 of them for 3 bucks a piece, and I sold them all for 4 bucks a piece. So the people who purchased them for 4 bucks a piece, they have now like 2.5 times price increase on their purchase in 2 years, so that's not too bad, 1 to 2 years actually. And folks, it's not all about the money. This was the selling and buying part, and here we have the stack that I want to keep for my personal collection. Really excited to show it to you. Last week I purchased about 550 bucks worth of Pokemon cards. Then last week, later in the week, I purchased another 150 bucks of Pokemon cards, and yesterday I purchased another $400 worth of Pokemon cards. I'm finally back on getting some more 4 trainers, as you will see today and probably next week as well. And I promised that we will take a look at the binder, so if you want to see that, stick around. We're not going to do today an actual binder episode, but I will show the binder. As we are here starting to see some 4 Pokemon cards, we have the Canary. This card is from Mega Dream EX. I purchased one in Japanese, I purchased a couple in English, I already sold one in English as well. And there we start to see it was an idea of a buddy of mine to pick up some of the Dragon Ball manga cards, the single cards. And he advised me to pick up some of the super rares. And I'm like, I don't really know if I want to invest money or buy actual manga Dragon Ball cards at this moment from Fusion World. Prices were going up so high. Wait, I'll show you something. Alright, so do you guys remember me showing this box on camera a couple of months ago? It was really crazy. I purchased this, I think last year, and it was about 115 bucks. I didn't pick it up, it was 135 bucks. My buddy said, bro, go buy one. I said it already went up 20 bucks, I'm not gonna buy it anymore. And this box is now sitting at the current price of $1,600, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It is actually true. It is a beautiful box, but I didn't know it was going to 10x, and I have absolutely no desire to sell it. Yes, 1,600 bucks sounds nice, but I don't know, where is the limit, you know? In 1 year it 10x'd. It is too crazy. I should let it go. Theoretically, if you believe this is just a little bit too much of a bubble, then you can let it go and buy one back later for cheaper, but I'm not sure, and I only have one. If I had multiples of this box, I would have probably sold it a long time ago already, but I have one and I'm very happy with it. Yeah, it's just a really nice collection piece, folks. It's only Akira Toriyama art. And there is even a Manga Boost box 2, SBO2, and that is going crazy already as well. 135 bucks it is now about 800 bucks or so. So I said to him, I'm not too much into Dragon Ball cards, but then I purchased this one because he advised me to do so. And then that seller had some really cool cards in his inventory. I really wanted to pick up those cards as well. I remember this from the anime. I didn't watch or read the manga actually. So why pick up this card? My buddy told me this is where Goku learned that Frieza had killed Krillin in the manga. Supposedly that's an iconic scene. And I'm truly a fan of Dragon Ball, and you will see next week, once I start buying something, I want to buy more, so there are a lot more Dragon Ball cards coming, but I didn't recognize this scene from that, and I can't really read Japanese, but okay, awesome, little bit of content, awesome cards. Let's see, I paid $3 for this one, and these are 25 cents a piece, and I just am a really fan of Gotenks. So yeah, we will see. We have some more art rares here for the PC. Hopefully the light is nicely. Raticate, Furret for the collection, Wobbuffet, 2 more Tauroses for the personal collection, a Chespin, we have the Ionos Kilowatt Trail, and I purchased 4 of these from Germany, or 3 or 4. Order not arrived, so I had to purchase it somewhere else. The card was $2 more expensive after the time of the 1 month has expired. So I got my money back, luckily, for not receiving 3 of these, but then somewhere else I had to purchase them for $8 instead of $6 a piece, so yeah, that was quite lame, but I'm really happy at least I got my money back. I sold a Tyranitar, I purchased a new one, it came from the collection, we have to add 1 more to the collection, then we have the Raichu, it's also from the collection, and I believe there will be now actually a Mega Raichu in the TCG upcoming as well. They were talking about the DLC set, because it is in the video game in the DLC as well. And there we have the Ninja Spinner Frogadier, really awesome card. Canary in English, I'm really fan of this trainer. I want the special illustration variant as well. I've picked up some more special illustrations, especially the older ones from older generations Scarlet Violet cards. I picked up a bunch Parasol Ladies, I picked up a bunch of such trainers, so you will see them very soon. Another Pikachu. I'm trying to set some back right now because I was really shocked by the price increase. I remember selling these for $3 2 years ago. I'm now selling them for $6-7. and I'm already having to pay $5 to $6 myself as well. So it is crazy. Some prices and products really crazy, bro. What's happening in this market? I'm almost every time on the good side of the fence, but sometimes you lose as well. Ideally, if you don't do too much impulse buying and you check the price for a little bit here and there of a card that you want, and then you make the decision to buy it, and it is a card that you really want, then you can generally not ever lose, and you just don't have to sell it if it goes down with like 100%, or if you buy something straight up after release. Usually the strategy was wait a little bit before you buy the cards. With Pitch Black coming up, my strategy will be I will look at the card list, then I'm going to purchase some Japanese cards after a while. So after 2 weeks of the release of the Japanese set Abyss Eye, I will purchase some Abyss Eye cards, set some aside, put up some back for sale. So it is quite funny. Every time that I have to record a video, I'm looking not forward to it, but once I start recording, I really don't want to quit. But I'm not looking forward to the editing, but I have one more thing to show you today. So yeah, the binder is still here, folks. Let's take a look. I have purchased over the last like half year a lot of additions that we can put in sometimes in the near future in this binder. Let's go over it a little bit quicker and let's see what is in there and what we still need to add. So some really cool Sun and Moon and X and Y trainers, I believe. These Cosmic Eclipse trainer galleries are getting really expensive, and so are those, to be honest. This card is still affordable. I need to purchase some more, but I have already a stack set aside too. I have now almost a complete page of Team Skullgrunts that we can add in the near future. I need to buy some more Skylas of Shining Fates. Those went up from $10 to $20. Now it's down to $10 again. I think I will pick up some more. This card, Shining Legends, is starting to rise in price. Some of them were $6, others were almost $10 already. I have set aside some more to put in the binder later. We have to take a look at the friends page. I need to make some changes up there. Daisy's help. Maybe we can get one page out of there so that we have some more space for other trainers. I just generally thought, because it was only 151, I thought, okay, Daisy's help is a great trainer to put in here. It is only one of the few trainers that I have in a larger quantity. Usually it is only 3 or 4. I think we already have the special illustration rare Miriam right now, so I'm really excited to add those. And we have this page, 2 pages filled up right now. I have purchased them all. There are 7 set aside, if I'm correct. Some more newer trainers and cards up here. Shauna, the Roseanne's backup. I have some more, if I'm correct. Cynthia and Melanie. So I really need some more Karen cards too. Karen's Conviction. Awesome card from Chilling Rain. I've purchased one more Corinna's Focus. I wish I had some more of those lady cards, and we have some more parents, but I still don't get the special illustration rare variant. Every time when I have saved enough money to purchase a special illustration rare variant, I'm buying other stuff again. And I now want to set aside at least $1,000 to put into the 30th anniversary, actually after the summer. So mainly sealed product. We're probably going to open some with some friends because we all started around the release of the 25th anniversary. So it's a nice getting back together idea. These pages are all filled with random trainers. I really need to make a careful selection, and I'm already looking a little bit for a new binder to add some more cards to it. Because I think after adding all my other cards that I still have set aside to put in this binder, it will be full. I have purchased like 5 or 6 more of those Lieutenant Yoshida in near mint quality. It was a pain to get them. You can see it during if you follow my adventures in those YouTube videos. Awesome cards, to be honest. Really fan of all those. The Eve Illusions with Evie and Bill and Lieutenant Surge Magnemite. Awesome cards. I have a bunch more of those to put in the binder later. I was really fan of this Jasmine Steelix. I can't find them anymore for a reasonable price lately with an acceptable condition. So those are the ones that I'm going after a little bit more right now. The Sword and Shield ones instead of the Cosmic Eclipse ones. And then we have here some more to finish up today's episode. Some really cool Blissies and Joys. We have the Zero Aura here. I sold one yesterday as well of this card. Galarian Moltres and May with Blaziken. Awesome cards. So thanks everybody for watching today. Leave a like on the video if you like this kind of content, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a really great day and a really great evening.